Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Mounty Curl, and welcome to an update on The Division. We're going to go ahead and cover the state of the game, because why not? That's what we do here. So let's go ahead and dive right into the information that you really want to know about, and that is the release date for The Last Stand and 1.6, and that release date is, shock surprise, February 28th. I think I made at least 2 videos about when it would be released, and my theory is that all of the dates that Ubisoft was releasing games for Honor betas, for closed betas, open betas, Ghost Recon betas, and all of that stuff, and also up into the releases of those games, it just so happened that the one date, the 1 week where there wasn't really anything going on that would fall in between there and there was February 28th. Because they can't, they don't want to compete with their own games, and whatever they said last week, great on them for, it getting through Sony and Microsoft certification. But you know what, it wasn't being held up by Sony, because they would have just released Microsoft and not released the Sony Play. It doesn't matter what it is that kept the release from coming out a week ago, because that was really the Ghost Recon open beta. They want people playing it this week. It just came out. They didn't want people, they don't want to try and take people away from their other games for The Last Stand. So it's going to come out next week, the week before Ghost Recon actually launches, so there is that. So there we go. So the final patch notes will be released on Monday, and from what they're saying, there's not many changes from PTS4, so all of those, Marco style videos and skill up videos for 1.6, they're probably more than valid. So go ahead, take a look at those and see what they are. I'm more than happy to promote those videos if they are indeed one of those things that actually comes to fruition and is correct. So there will be a 24-hour release stream when the 1.6 Last Stand drops, so go ahead and look for that. Hamish, Frederick, Drew, and Yannick will be playing The Last Stand, and players that play against them will get some sort of reward, or will be rewarded with something. They haven't really said, and it will be a charity stream for MS International Federation, which I'm not very familiar with that, but if you want to participate in the 24-hour stream, go ahead and participate. Send a link to State of the Game at massive.se, and Hamish will contact you. Now, I do want to say this, this is gonna, this needs to, it shouldn't go without saying, if you are in, watching the stuff that's happened in the last week or so, a streamer died after 20 hours on the stream. It was mysterious. Basically, he went to go have a smoke, and he never came back. So be very aware. Do not do these marathon streams, because it's just, there are stories out there of people who have spent lots of time streaming or playing games just to wind up, passing on. And that's not, it's not to say that you don't, that's not going to happen to you, but just as a word of precaution, you don't need to do a marathon stream for charity. You don't need to do it because, if it's going to cost you your health or your life, it's not worth it. So keep that in mind. So, PSA from Mounty Carl to you. It's a lot of the reason why I don't stream that much. There's a lot of stuff. I have health problems. I can't stream for 20 hours straight because it would probably kill me. So anyways, just a word to the warning. Feel free to do it, but Mounty Carl has to give you that warning. There will be a 24-hour stream, but it doesn't say, it'll just be a stream for that time. So during their State of the Game, they are going to do a new Build of the Week segment. So in the future, there'll be a Build of the Week segment in the State of the Game stream. So when you have a good build, go to the official forums for the Division for Ubisoft section and post your build there, and they'll go ahead and get a template to you. And if you're chosen, they'll go ahead and show you that as well. So there's going to be a future update. There's no word on what's going to happen after 1.6 and The Last Stand. They have no information. There will be more updates. Of course there's going to be more updates. They're going to continually update this, but is there going to be more content? Is there going to, there's that is, year 2 basically. It's hard to say. So if they were really going to have year 2 content right now and they were planning on it, there would probably be something on the Microsoft and Sony store basically talking about, you know, buying a year 2 season pass. But there's actually, you know, Rainbow Six Siege is one of the only games I have seen that it actually has touted a year 2 season pass or something to that effect. So very cool. So I hope that they do a year 2. It would be a great thing to see, you know, what they have planned. I'm a little bit skeptical, as a lot of people are, because they don't feel that the DLC was worth it. The game, definitely worth it. I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. The DLC, it's on the fence as to whether or not that was worth it. So we'll see what happens in year 2. So server performance, they will be doing some server performance optimizations with 1.6, which means you could probably get a lot more stuttering in the dark zone for on Xbox or whatever. And they will be turning off the voice over IP so they can also improve the performance. So you won't be hearing in-game chat. I think that's what that means. So, and then there's some direct PS4 changes. PS4 will get an update for better performance, better resolution, better upscaling, and more details about that in the final patch notes. So that's pretty much it for this week. It was a pretty short stay of the game. Even though they went and did that, there was just a lot less information. So it will be coming out next week. So look for that then, Tuesday, February 28th, the day before March 1st. I think that last year this time, the Division was launching on March 6th, somewhere around there. So it's, you know, almost a year to the date. The Last Stand is finally coming out. And hopefully it'll carry a lot of people into the new year. Hopefully a lot of people who weren't on the PTS actually enjoy it, play it, get in there and actually provide feedback so they can adjust it, make these adjustments to it so that, you know, it becomes better and more fluid over time. And hopefully they add some new different states to it, some modes to it, so that we can actually have like a capture the flag and some other modes that would be pretty cool. Maybe a death match. I don't know. It's really whatever is up to them. But I would definitely like to see more PvP content to that effect. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. Drop a like for 1.6 dropping next week. We'll try and get some more information on that. Once we do, we'll be playing it. We'll be out there playing it. So if you want, you know, it's 8v8. So if you want to join up and start killing people with me, myself, Infamous, and some of the other people that we regularly play with, go ahead and drop me a message on Xbox. Join one of the Mountie Squad groups or the Infamous Squad groups, and we'll definitely get you in there so that you can see. We'll be posting on those groups whether or not we're going to be making a group and fighting it out in the Last Stand. So go ahead and do that. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, drop a like on it, subscribe to our channel for more content, and we will see you next week in the Last Stand, even though we'll have plenty more videos coming out in between now and then talking about the Last Stand and probably some other stuff. So go ahead and also Ghost Recon Open Beta. So we'll be dropping some stuff, probably another review, might be an angry review on that, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time. For all of us here at the Division Let's Talk and Division updates and all of that stuff, stay of the game, blah blah blah, I'm Mountie Curl, and we'll see you next time. Agent out.